Hey, Pete here from RC Car Action and Boost, and this is the Redcat Gen 8 Scout ready to run. I got to review this model for the September 2019 issue of RC Car Action, and this is a really solid ready to run performer. For this one, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it with some Redcat hop-up parts, but before I do that, I want to show you the stock truck as it arrives straight out of the box. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you all the hop-up parts that we're going to put on here. So I'll begin by removing the body. It's just held on with Velcro. As you can see, it's got integrated fender wells in there inside the body. And I was surprised by how well the Velcro works. You've got nice healthy sized strips in here, so there's plenty of surface area to grab the counterparts on the chassis, and it does a good job. It also prevents you from having body clips on the outside of the body, so you don't ruin that nice scale appearance. The wheels have these nut covers. I'll just take those off by hand. Sometimes these nut covers on other brands are pretty hard to get off, but the Redcat ones are easy to remove. And that is a functional bead lock. That ring is not just decorative. If you take out those screws, pull the ring off, you can remove the tire, reinstall a different tire if you like. It is a real bead lock, which is a nice feature for a ready-to-run truck. The tires are Interco Super Swamper officially licensed replicas. I'll show you a closer look once I pull one of these off. So here's a closer look at that Super Swamper. You see the tread is nice and crisply molded. You've got the sidewall logos on there. There's the back of the wheel. You can see how that ring goes on there. A nice bright chrome center. Now, a signature feature of this chassis is the portal axles. You can see them right there. Actually, even better from the rear view. As you can see where you would ordinarily attach the wheels, the stub axle would come out right in line there, but with a portal, it drops down even lower to give you more ground clearance. It also gives you more gear reduction inside here. And I'll go ahead and take a cover off to show you, but you've got, of course, a gear on top and a large gear on the bottom, and that gives you about a 2-to-1 reduction inside the axle. I think it's actually 2.125 to 1, but a healthy reduction, and that's going to give you reduced torque twist as well, another benefit of having a portal axle. Let me go ahead and pull that cover off and I'll show you what's in there. All right. Now you've got a nice view of what's going on inside that portal axle. And as you can see, the teeth are a nice healthy size and the gears are metal. So it's a solidly built truck. Let me go ahead and put that cover back on so I don't have gears falling out on me. In terms of chassis configuration, no surprise, you've got a front-mounted motor, but credit to Redcat for getting it well up front there, so you have more weight over the front axle. Electronics are mounted on these side pods, nothing unusual there as well, and you've got a center-mounted battery tray. Another nice feature of this vehicle is you have a divorced transfer case, which is difficult to see with the battery tray in place, so I'm going to pull that off. Okay, so the battery tray off, you can see that you've got your motor mounted well up front here, and this is your main transmission. Then you have a short shaft, and your transfer case is centered on the chassis. And this is called divorced because it is completely separate from the main transmission. And from the underside, you can see how that centers the drive shafts on the skid plate there. You've got metal links for the suspension. You have a 4-linked rear end, 2 lower links, and a upper link with panhard bar up front because you do have a chassis mounted servo. There's your servo right there. It's a 17-turn motor, and you've got a 40 amp speed control. And of course, that's for brush motors. Speed control is rated for 2S LiPo. Does not have a 3S LiPo rating. And you get nice shocks on this chassis too. They are a machined threaded body aluminum. You have a nice finish on those differential covers. Of course, they don't actually cover differential. It's a ring and pinion gear inside there. Your center drive shafts have steel ends. And of course, everything spins on ball bearings. So it's a well-equipped truck right out of the box, but we're going to put some hop-up parts on there. So let me grab those, and then we'll take a look at what we're going to install. All right, let's see what we've got here. First up, CNC steel gear set. And of course, these are a great upgrade if you're putting a higher power system into your Gen 8, or if you just want to have a stronger drivetrain. Nothing wrong with plastic gears, and if you want to do metal gears, you can do a sintered or a powdered metal casting. But if you want the strongest gear, the best way to do it is to machine it out of a solid piece of steel, which is what Redcat has done with these optional gears. They also get a black oxide finish that's nice, and you can see the teeth are really crisply machined out of that steel there. These are really nicely made parts. And I would say for a stock Gen 8, you don't need those optional gears. But again, if you want to upgrade your power system, put a lot more torque through there, not a bad idea. Likewise, chromoly front and rear axle shafts with top portal gears. Stock parts, metal on the truck, just fine, but these are going to be even stronger. But these have really nice finishes on them. There's nothing rough about these at all. There's your upper portal gear. So these are nice parts. Here's a nice piece. This is your aluminum center skid plate. And this is one hefty chunk of aluminum. That's a really pretty part. The machining's really nice. And I like that silver anodized finish. That's a good looking part. And of course, quite a bit heavier than the stock plastic piece. And adding weight to a trail truck is always good, but when you can add it low, and this is as low as you can get on the truck, that's when it really helps out. Nice. Also aluminum. The aluminum transmission case, housing set, and gear cover. So I've got separate compartments here. More nice looking parts, nice finishes. Try not to blind you with glare on these. Nice stuff. And finally, we have got steel center CV drive shafts. And again, more weight down low, in addition, of course, to just a lot more strength with these steel parts. The stock drive shafts are plastic in the center with steel ends with a conventional universal joint construction. These have got CVs. And the action's just really smooth on these. It's nice. You can see you've got this kind of snap ring deal. It's not a snap ring, it's more like a extra thick keychain type of deal, but that holds your cross pin in place. Nice smooth action. And these are not indexed because you want to make sure that you align your universal joints properly, no matter what type of joint it actually is, so that they are in phase. So I'll have to keep an eye on that when I install these. So nice stuff from Redcat. I'm looking forward to getting these installed on the truck. I'm sure we'll also do a wheel and tire upgrade as well, and we'll get this really dialed in for superior trail performance. Although again, out of the box, certainly no slouch. The Redcat Gen 8 is a really solid performer. So that's about it for now. We'll come back with more videos as we get this truck together. And I sure appreciate you guys spending the time with us here at RC Car Action. I'm Pete. Thank you for watching.